What a freaking nightmare this day has been so far. It's on Monday, the 2nd of December, 2019. And, you know, Saturday night, Sunday morning, I downloaded software to an emulator and, the Periscope to make everything work like in live fashion, where we're going to do live broadcasts here. That from the desktop did not work out at all. And, it caused a lot of problems on my computer systems because I was not able to have sound. I wasn't able to do what I'm doing right now, and I had to get rid of it. And oh my God, it's been a frickin' nightmare this morning, actually. And it's 11 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, and I've done some, updates on the websites and things like that, but it has been, very upsetting to me, actually, and I probably need a Xanax or something at this point. This is GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com. Premier video forecast discussions, winter storm video forecast discussion updates. Um, Also, before we get into this, I just want to say that the consulting side has been temporarily halted. Not getting a lot of responses for that. So, hey, what I do costs a lot of money and it costs a lot of time. You got money, you got time. So if you have either of the two, we're going to get along quite well. If not, well, you're just going to get the basic things here. This is the video forecast discussion, and we have a winter storm, which is off the coast right now. We'll discuss some of the things that I did not like and some of the things that are going on right now that I do not like as well. Going to look at some things here that are very interesting to me because, we had the warm front pass through yesterday, broken positive vorticity advection, some light rain, some freezing rain, and reports of some power outages and downed trees and all this stuff. And now the storm is out here over the Atlantic right now, off the eastern New Jersey coast. It kind of looks like a Norland trough with an inversion here back through Pennsylvania. And on Doppler radar, it's already changing around where you had no precipitation, and all of a sudden this morning, the light echoes of snow and sleet are filling in. All of this precipitation is becoming snow as the banding, if we stop this now and just go back to the current, we can see the banding that is starting to show up. And let's do this by 24 loops here. Again, you're going to see the banding that's increasing around the upper level low off the coast. And here comes the banding now, the banding on the northwest side. We're going to look at the mesoscale analysis and all of these other things going forward. But the one thing that looks apparent to me is the precipitation type, which is changing because the atmosphere is changing. So we've got snow back building into the area. Again, it's rain along the coast right now. There's some freezing precipitation also off the coast. So the colder air environment seems to be working out just right. I think the National Weather Service has the greatest idea here on keeping the watches, warnings, and advisories in place. You don't want to be a wishy-washy when you're forecasting storms like this. No. And not too much has changed here. We still have our winter storm warnings here, which have expanded in the northeast, the southwest here, through central and northern New Jersey. Here comes a special weather statement for some of the heavier snow that's just showing up on Doppler. Winter weather advisories in the purples here. The storm is really performing quite well. Don't see too many changes here that make that significant of a difference. We can see the pivoting here on Doppler radar. See the satellite view here of the storm. And this is the visible goes east loop here. But we know that, we're getting deformation banding already showing up in these areas. And that's why, if we go back further north here through, central and northwestern New Jersey, we're finding, especially in Morris County and other areas where there's banding of moderate to, heavy snow, wet snow falling through these areas, and we can see that nicely on the current loop. So everything is working out perfection. Want to get back to the meso analysis, which is current as of right now. We have a 996 low off the central southern New Jersey coast here, 996. So the it looks like a Norland trough here. It almost looks like a Norland trough with this trough axis heading into Pennsylvania, and all the wraparound that is starting to form. And this is being blocked right now. So that's the reason why the precipitation and deformation zones are forming. And we want to take a look at the frontogenesis at the lower layers of the atmosphere. When we combine this with radar, we're showing the stretching here off from southwest to northeast, off the southern New England coast, off the New Jersey coast. This is stretching in the atmosphere. Stretching in the atmosphere in a frontogenetic form brings, banding on the northwest side. And we're starting to see that. It's showing up in two areas here. And there's banding here in central Pennsylvania too. Now that's at 3,000 feet. If we got to 5,000 feet, there's strong banding on the northwest to southeast side here in Pennsylvania into southern New Jersey. So we're already seeing this as this storm system is evolving, and that's what makes this quite dynamic. Taking a look at 700 millibars, which is 10,000 feet, we're not showing much in the way of frontal genetic forcing, so that would be at the surface. If we looked at deep moisture convergence, the deep moisture convergence is out over the ocean. However, the deformation that is forming here is causing the banding that's occurring over this area. So this is not really a perfect forecast. And even yesterday, we didn't really have a perfect forecast. But, with the warm front and the broken PVA, positive vorticity advection, that was moving through the area. But, today is a little bit better. Still see this as a troublesome measure that's going on here across northwestern New Jersey, central New Jersey, into the city. Again, forecast models are going to vary on, the amplitude of all of this, but I think that the mesoscale models have finally caught up. If we look at the latest model guidance from the HRR from the last hour or so, you can see the low spinning off the coast here and the wraparound precipitation, the snow. I don't know. Are we going to get the snow totals that everybody expected? Probably not. Probably not. The highest elevations will probably see the highest snow totals, but even venturing into the NAM model guidance or whatever, I think that everything's just a little bit off. Just a little bit off. Yeah. Okay. Here's a look at the precipitative wall border values. Not really that impressive to me, except if you're out over the ocean. So, a lot of this stuff is going to be on the lighter side than what the forecast models are actually showing. We can see that precipitative water values through the period, they're not looking that great here. So you're not going to see a lot of snow. No. No. No, 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 no. HRR model, latest guidance here, again, you're not going to see high snow amounts here. Maybe in Sussex County, maybe the highest elevations here where the banding continues. But for the most part, outside of these areas here, 7, 8, 9 inches, maybe 10 inches in Sussex County, but I think that's a little bit high, actually. I have had reports coming in from Sussex County already of just an inch or so. So, I understand where the banding and the frontogenesis is going on, and we can see that. So, but these amounts are going to be cut down quite substantially from previous guidance as well. Again, last night's run of the European model guidance, a little bit more abundant here with the precipitation totals as we head into northern New Jersey, central New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley area. Again, heavier snows in this area here, less snows in this area here. So I think even the European model guidance is off its rocker, actually, off its rocker. Even the 6Z operational European model guidance from this morning shows the amounts here to be far less than what they were previously forecasting even a day ago. If we went back to the 0Z guidance, look here at the amounts. Now, look now. We're seeing a far different scenario here because of the warm air advection and the deformation zone. So the mesoscale guidance now is following along with this. The European model guidance is now catching up to this because it's a global model. It's not down on a mesoscale surface, so it doesn't understand, but it's starting to now. You can see that. And of course, naturally, we're looking at all the reports and everything that's coming in. We're going to continue to monitor this throughout the afternoon and evening hours, but, you know, it's a forecast that was complicated to begin with. And we saw a lot of freezing reports, freezing rain yesterday and early this morning, power outages, down trees and power lines in northwestern New Jersey and Pennsylvania too. We showed all of this on our public sites here on Facebook, and on Twitter as well. So, you know, we're going to continue to monitor the situation throughout the afternoon and evening hours, but, you know, sometimes you need a break too. So I'm taking a break right now. I'm going to take a nap, and I'll be back with you later in the afternoon. I'm meteorologist Robert Smith, GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com.